Hello everybody, it's Wayne. I'm going for another bike ride today. We're in Freedom, New Hampshire, and we're in front of Huntress Bridge going over the Ossipee River. And we're going to do a loop, take us from Freedom over towards Parsonsfield and then west Newfield, Maine, and then we're going to circle back into New Hampshire for a bit through Effingham and that area, and then come back over here towards Freedom. So I normally have a very well-planned route established and are going to, listen to the audio cues to tell me when to turn, and I know exactly how much mileage we're doing, and I would normally tell you that, but today we're going to make it up as we go along. We've got some weather coming in, and I have a route that I wanted to do, but we're going to modify it a little bit for today. So we'll see you out there. About a quarter of a mile in, found some gravel already. So this looks promising. There is a loop up here that I was planning to do today, and I didn't really like the parking area. It's kind of a sketchy area, so I decided to start someplace different, and now I gotta have a different start and end to the loop. But if I can just get back joined up where the loop actually goes, then I should be able to use my audio cues on Ride with GPS to guide me around. There's a section where I'm going to intentionally ignore the clues and shortcut things a little bit because of the weather, but looking good so far. Well, where the digital map said there was supposed to be a road, it kind of ended, and an old ATV trail spur coming off of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow some ATV tracks for a while, see where they take us, and it's got to lead somewhere, right? Every other person in Parsonsfield seems to have an ATV in their dooryard, so they come through here all the time, it looks like. So we'll see where we're at the other end here, and then hopefully we're close enough to a cell phone tower to get reoriented and figure out what to do next. Love it. Well, looks like I found the base of operations for the lumber cutting out here. And the way you do that, if you're out here and there's trails going every which way, is you kind of look to see which way they're dragging the logs. You can kind of tell, and they're going to obviously drag it towards a road so they can truck it out. So that's what we did. We followed the drag marks, and I see some tire tracks down here. Obviously they pulled that couple of trailers in with a big rig, so we're going to follow this dirt road out of here before the mosquitoes carry me out of here. Well, I found a paved road out here, and it's going to be able to connect us to a gravel road just right up the street here, probably a quarter mile or so. I did talk to a guy that was hunting back there on the logging road, and he said today is the last day of turkey season, so I might encounter people if I'm out wandering around the woods. So maybe, even though I have an orange helmet, I think I'm going to play it safe and maybe stick to the named roads going forward here. But I saw it looks like a fishing hole down here, so I figured we'd go check it out. Pretty nice spot. The hunter said that he's seen moose out this way in the fall. Lots of deer, obviously. But all right, we're in business. We're about 4 miles in, something like that. So plenty more miles to go. See you out there. So the road that I'm supposed to be on is this. Very primitive. Mostly ATV traffic. That's fun. It's all one ATV out here so far. Seen some mountain bike trails or side trails. So yeah, time to go up a hill. We've been coming up ATV Trail B as in boy, and it's over there. It's been pretty good, a little rocky, typical ATV trail, but we're supposed to head up this way, and this trail is closed apparently. So we're going to honor that, and looks like we're going to head back down the hill over here, see where that takes us. And we're at mile 7.9. Now, I am going to clean this GPX file up quite a bit because I've been going down little spurs here and there, and I'll dress that up. But so the mileage that I'm talking about may not be the exact mileage on the GPX file, but it should be relatively close. So, all right, off we go down the hill. All right, folks, it's time for a little single track MTB action. We're going to use a little trail to get us back over around the closure that I just talked about. So hang on, it should be bumpy, but fun. the start of this ride, I was a little worried it might get a little boring, but it's not. Lots of back road here. This is a road. Anytime I use the word road from now on, we're going to put quotation marks around that. You'll see why. Been a busy beaver out here. I just had to walk right through that. It's probably 1.5 feet deep, something like that. I tried bushwhacking a little bit around it, but no, the beaver's got the whole woods jammed up. So sometimes you just gotta walk right through the middle of it. You know, it is what it is. No biggie. It's refreshing, right? So it's an adventure. All right, onward. It's mile 9.6, and I think we got another half a mile or so of this old road, and then something might change. We'll see. It's kind of a neat spot. I'm in a little community called Maplewood. And they have a giant bell in the center of town, and a little bit of paved road getting into there. And now I'm taking a gravel road out, and it looks like they're trying to solve the beaver problem over here off of this road. And you can see there's actually a trap set up for the beaver there, and then they've got a game camera right here. And so they're keeping an eye on it. And I guess they'll come get him as soon as they see he's tripped the wire there. So pretty cool. All right, I think we got another 2 miles of gravel. And then I don't know what next. This is fun. This is an adventure. Just poking along. We're at mile 12.3 now. Enjoying the butterflies and the birds. The butterfly right in the middle of the road. All right, back at it. construction vehicle. Do not follow, it says. Now we're on a paved road. It's called Pickpocket Road, South Effingham. And just up the road here is the Ham and Weeks Feldspar mine. I've been there a couple times, looking at rocks. It's a closed location. Not everybody can go look for rocks there, but it's a cool little area. Province Lake is right up the road. Well, let's get some speed up here. Cool down on this nice paved down. Whew.
see, mile 23.6, and we're on Effingham Road, northbound. There's a little conservation area up here. Start making the turn northeast towards where we started. Going through the Pine River State Forest over here in Effingham, and came across this nice little pond and a dam there and waterfall. This would be a good fishing spot. But this has been nice. Last like 2 miles going through the state park, hardly any traffic, nothing but trees on both sides. It's been pretty nice. So we're almost to Effingham, and then we'll be done. See you up there. Heard some noises off in the distance. I see headlights coming up the trail. I'm like, oh my word, these guys are crazy. They came right up through this tough stuff here. I'm about to go down, so if they can do it, then I guess I can do it. That's the word. Mile 30 and a half so far. We still got a few left. I think we're circumnavigating something called Green Mountain. I saw a hiking trail back there. So hopefully we don't have to go up and over it to get where we need to go. I just stumbled across something in kind of the middle of nowhere. It's unexpected. It's called the First Normal School in New Hampshire. And according to the sign, let's see, the building was Effingham Union Academy in 1819. In 1830, James Bradbury, who later became a U.S. Senator from Maine, took the school on the only condition that it should be for the instruction and training of teachers, which was something that was brand new, had never been done before. So, pretty cool. It's really not being kept up. It's falling apart. So, I guess stop by and see it before it's too late, you know. All right, jumping on some pavement and heading back to the car. Alright, we're back at the car. It's a light drizzle. I think I made it just in time. 36.2 miles and just under 3,000 feet of elevation. And it was good. I'd do it again. I think maybe I'd do it late in the year when it's a little drier. Like that giant mud hole or water hole might not be there in the fall. I might tweak a couple other things. But overall, a good ride today, especially since it was kind of thrown together at the last minute. But that was a tough 36 miles compared to, you know, the rail trail I did last time. So I'm tuckered out, ready for a snack, ready for dinner. All right, see you on the next one.